Alright, we got Chuck here. Got him going good on the regular dog food instead of Bill Jack. Before his drive dies down, I want to show this flip off that he's got. He's got that flip down pretty good. Yeah, I'm still leading him. Plots. 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 Here. Stay. Loose. I'm busy watching him instead of the camera. That looked pretty good to me from here. Plots. Plots. Here. Stay. Started throwing a stand command in on him, which is stay. Boy, he'll get it all eventually. Plots. 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 We'll start working him a little bit more. He'll pick it up off the words instead of having to lure him, but Foos. You see that beautiful flip for that puppy. Plots. Sit. Plots. Plots. Sit. Sit. Here. Stay. Plots. Sit. Plots. Sit. Stay. Stay. Loose. Okay, he's not flipping super fast, but you can see the rear end control for that puppy. Plots. We'll pick the speed up once we get everything nailed down good. Sit. After we get it all nailed down good and we go to a ball reward, which isn't going to be anytime soon, he's cutting teeth now. Loose. Loose. Plots. 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 Loose. Plots. Loose. Here. I really need to get my mirrors up. I'm looking in this tiny camera screen 8 foot away from me, trying to watch the dog. Plots. Sit. Plots. Loose. 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 Good boy. Awesome flip. Plots. 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 Loose. Loose. Here. Here. We'll tighten all this up later. Yeah, he's a little crooked. He's a puppy. No big deal. Here. Loose. He stumbled a little because he was going for my hand, and he's still a little crooked, but it's easy enough to straighten up. Lots. Loose. Good boy. Lots. Sit. Lots. Here. Loose. On back, buddy. On back. On back. There you go. Lots. Yeah, I've seen that. Sit. Lots. Here. Loose. Loose. Step a little closer here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm working on food's in the hand. He knows food's in the hand, but I want him focused on me, and I really want him focused right here. So there you can see he was focused on me rather than the food in the hand. So I'm rewarding for that right there. Yeah, by the time I clicked, he was looking back, but that's the thing about the clicker is you can click quicker than you can actually reward. He jumped that time. You got antsy. Lots. Here. Here. Step back a little bit, get on the camera a little better. Here. He's still crooked, but at this point in time, I'm taking that. Foos. Foos. See, I didn't have to lead him as much that time. He's picking it up. Here. A couple more days and he'll have it nailed down, and he's starting to go back himself. Did you see that? Foos. Come on, Foos. There we go, a little up to the flip. A little hop. Plots. Here. Here. Foos. Come on, Foos. 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 You had a little trouble with that one, no big deal. Plots. Got rewarded when he got to pretty much the right position. Foos. His ass was still wrapped a little behind my leg, but that's okay for now. I'd rather have him in tight than tucked out too far away. Plots. Because I can always correct that later on. Plots. Here. Plots. No plots. Plots. You got a little mixed up on his commands there. He thought I was doing the stay. Which any of you that's followed my videos very long will see that's the first time I've ever put one in on a video. Plots. And that's because I'm planning on competing with him. And that early imprinting on that position now, rather than trying to do it when he's a year old, is much easier. Foos. Good boy. Good boy. But he's got it down. I'm pretty sure if you can see on that, you can see he's really understanding the clicker now. And eventually I'm going to throw that cone in there, or steak, or goose. Goose. Eventually I'm going to throw something out here and get him started on blind work. It'll take me maybe a couple of days to get that one going. I need to get started on retrieves as well. Should have been started on retrieves probably before his teeth started coming in. I definitely need to get that done before his canines start coming in. Lots. Now I'm sure there's people watching this that says dog's laying sideways, he should be in a proper heel position. Right now I'm just teaching basic positions. As long as he's down in that plots. And yeah, we got the sirens or something. I hear the dogs howling. Stay. And as long as he's upstanding, stay. And that's stay command. Plots. That's all that matters at this point. We'll tighten up the exact position later. Stay. Stay. Plots. Loose. Plots. Here. 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 Loose. Plots. Loose. 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 Good boy. Get me dizzy. Here. Loose. I'm going to tell you, this is the first time I went in circles with him like that, working on rear end control. I think he done pretty awesome myself. What I did was a lot of steering his rear end like this. And teaching him rear end control. And now that he's got it down and he can do it in his head a little bit better. And yeah, get it. There's some moth flying around in here he's snapping at. But as long as he's got it in his head now, he understands he can move his rear end like this. Most dogs here don't understand. He popped out position on me. Stay. Lots. Most dogs only understand their rear end following their front end. They don't understand that they can move their rear end sideways and things like that until we kind of teach it to them, and it clicks in their brain. And once it clicks in their brain, then it's just second nature to move the rear end like that. Loose, like that. Lots. Loose. Loose. And he's going to go back over the door because he wants to go out, do bite work, flirt pole. Loose. A lot of people's probably wondering why I'm not leading him all over the place going loose, 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 and putting a leash on him, constantly yanking, correcting him. He's a puppy. There's no need to. As you can see, I'm teaching him to heel just fine, just the way we are. I believe in building them up, not tearing them down. Yeah, you swallowed that one whole, didn't you, buddy? And corrections come later on. Always build a puppy up. You don't tear it down. The more you tear it down as a pup, just the more damage is done, and it just continues to do damage when you have to do corrections later. Lots. Yeah, I will be doing probably some really slight corrections on him sometime soon. I don't know. It might be in the next couple weeks. It might be in the next month or two. Just to tighten some things up a little bit, but only after he really understands it. And he don't even have a collar on yet. He hasn't had a collar on him yet. Lots. So when we start with the corrections, it will be a flat nylon collar. It won't be a prong, won't be a pinch, won't be a choker chain, whatever you guys want to call them. Won't be one of those torture devices, as the animal rights activists like to call them. Lots. Won't be an e-collar either. But eventually, later on, he will go to different training tools. Loose. Just for now, he don't need it. You can't correct something if they don't understand what they're doing wrong. You got to teach them what they're supposed to do before you start correcting it. Otherwise, the dog just doesn't have a clue what in the heck he's getting corrected for. Lots. And that style of training, it was what we did back in the 80s. And I mean, we all done it back in the 80s and the early 90s. And I'm at a food chuck. Looks like you're going to get a couple eggs here in a little bit. But we don't even consider that stuff training anymore. One thing I do want to mention on the end of this, if you stuck with us this far, that stay command. It's not like a down and stay or a sit and stay. It's stay. It's more of a stand and stay in motion and stay in that position. During the IGP3 routine, you'll see the dog heeling in motion, and while they're heeling without looking down, it's stay. You can't put your hand down, you can't move your arm, you keep on going, but it's stay. The dog stays standing. You keep on walking until he's recalled. It's something that is much easier imprinted early on. And that's the reason I'm working it early on with him, because I am planning on competing with Chuck. Hopefully I've got things cleared out now, where I can go do this now. Chuck's parents were not titled, they were not FCI registered or SV registered. Therefore, he will never be eligible to go to the WSV. It's just that simple. But it don't make any difference to me. Sure, I wish his parents were titled and SV registered and everything, and we could try to go all the way there. maybe after him, or maybe while I'm working on him, I'll focus on looking for another pup that the parents are, so maybe I can go out and compete, push for the WSV. Just something to watch for, something to think about. I know I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it before I ever started with Chuck. Just things happen in life. With Lex, I had every intention of competing with him, and things come up. Had a father and sister both get cancer 3 years ago, not long after I got Lex, and I chose to spend time with them rather than training my dog and titling my dog. Martin Pezia was pretty upset about it. Lex was the pick from that litter. He was Martin's pick. He is out of ZR, Tar Basset, Bronco Von Malton, Forester Hoss, two of the top dogs in the world. Z is still the #1 working line bitch in the world, done things that no other female has ever done. But you know what? Sometimes things happen in life. We ain't got no control over it. The only thing we do got control over is the decisions we make and what we do with them. I kind of chose to make a decision of being there rather than training a dog that I really wished I would have trained. But if I could go back, I'd still make the same decision 1,000 times over. I can always train another dog. You can never go back and spend last days with your family, your loved ones, and so forth. Anyhow, I got way off subject. I do that a lot of times when I start opening my mouth. Lightning bugs are coming out, flying around in here. So I'm going to shut this off. We're going to skip drive building bite work tonight. And he'll get Chuck a couple of raw eggs. I don't think I've got any leg quarters for him tonight. But he'll get them on another night. Most likely when I'm going to be gone the next day, training dogs someplace else. And we'll have to take the following day off with him. And that way I don't have him so full that he doesn't want to train when he comes back out the day after, when I get started back with him again. Anyhow, hope y'all enjoyed the video. One more quick thing while I'm at it. You see me standing here a lot in this position with this foos position, and just over and over and over, and here and down and up and foos, and I'm standing right here. I'm not walking around all over the place. The main thing with that is imprinting and teaching this position right here before we ever go here. Yeah, I do take a little step out every now and then just to kind of get that in his head as well, and to move my position to get him back into the position he needs to be, which is also the reason for going here to foos to back to here again, and the plots and the sits and so forth. It's to move him and teach him the different positions and more the exact position and what the words coming out of my mouth mean, rather than following the hand. It's getting pretty dark in here. That's the reason I put all these skylights overhead. Hopefully be running my electric out here real soon. That's only been a couple years waiting to happen as well, just like everything else. But just like everything else, it'll get there. It doesn't matter anyhow. Have a nice day, everybody.